I got love, I got life, found my way, yeah, that's right. I got love, I got life, I found my way.
How you all doing, guys? Brandon here. Welcome back to Retro Dodo. Now, this is going to be a quick video today because it's all about the Metal Bittboy Pocket Go 2. Now, this was officially released maybe a couple of weeks ago. Ours has landed in the office, and I thought I'd share with you my first impressions. I have yet to open this box, so I don't really know how it's going to feel, how it's going to work, and if they've changed anything off it. But I'm certain it's identical to the original Bittboy Pocket Go 2, just with a metal shell. And the reason they are releasing this is quite simply to compete with the RG350M. Now, if you want my opinions, I still think the RG350 is much better than the Bittboy Pocket Go 2, but the Bittboy Pocket Go 2 is for those of you that want something lightweight, quite portable, and is easy to set up, and kind of looks a bit better. In my opinion, it's a bit more user-friendly, etc., but the RG350M is still a beast. So let's jump right into it and take a look at the Metal Bittboy Pocket Go 2. I'm excited for this. So here you have it. I'm going to place that down and see what they've added on the inside. And I'm hoping, what was that? Okay, so you got a silicone cap there. Thought that was a little donut of some kind. You get some buttons if you want to change the color buttons. You get a USB to SD card for transferring files and a USB-C charging cable. That's quite nice. I can already tell that I'm going to be a bit annoyed that they've gave me a yellow silicone cap on a handheld that's just almost all black. But let's put that to the side and let's take a look. Oh my lord. Okay. This is very, very heavy, as you can probably imagine. On the back, no battery case. I'm digging that. Very minimalist. I'm really liking the metal kind of, you know, grey aluminium with the all black buttons. That's right up my alley. With this silicone cap, that is absolutely going to infuriate me. But, you know, that the problem I had, especially in our original Bittboy Pocket Go 2 review, is that this analog stick here is like really, really plasticky. It spins, there's no grip to it. And even when you add on these silicone pads, sometimes you will get friction from the silicone pad actually touching the base of the handheld. This one actually seems like it's fine, which is quite nice, but I might have to pick up a black analog stick cover. So let's take this off. And for those of you that are new to the Bittboy Pocket Go 2 handheld, it's basically a portable handheld that's blowing up in China, in the US, and here in Europe because it can play a wide number of your old school games. For example, it can play PlayStation 1, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, SNES, NES, Sega Genesis, Wonder Swan, you name it, this thing can play it. But anything over PS1, it cannot play. It isn't powerful enough for N64 or Dreamcast emulation because, quite simply, it has a 1 GHz dual core processor, half a gigabyte of RAM, and that just isn't enough to power those big games. But we rate it very high on our website and in our review because it's just a simple handheld that comes, you know, neatly organized. It feels great, looks great, the quality is superb. It's got 4 shoulder buttons and it works really, really well. Now, straight off the bat, you've got that display there, a 3.5 IPS display with a tempered glass panel with a resolution of 320 by 240. And overall, guys, just feeling this, it feels good. Oh, okay, those, you probably can't see that if my camera wants to focus, but these shoulder buttons are very, very loose. And they rattle as well. That's kind of annoying. That should have been done a lot tighter. I might have to take off the shell, but straight out of the box, that's very, very loose and it's making a bit of noise. Now, this is the menu you get. A lot of you are aware of what this menu is. I'm always fascinated to see if Bittboy or Retro Mimi, the guys I order off, preload. Okay, so they do preload ROMs. I'm not gonna say anything. If you want a handheld of preloaded ROMs, link below. So straight off the bat, in the PlayStation folder, they have installed Castlevania, Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team Racing, Harry Potter, Mega Man, NBA, Spyro the Dragon, Spider-Man, Street Fighter, Tomb Raider, X-Men. So you've got about 25, 30 games on here, which is quite nice. I'll share with you, let's just jump right into Crash Team Racing, see how that performs on here. So this isn't going to be really an extensive review. This is just going to be showcasing the Metal Bittboy Pocket Go. From what I can tell, it's looking real nice. I pull over the original here and you can see the metal next to the plastic. You know, the metal finish is just so much nicer, and compared to the RG350M, they do feel fairly similar. The RG350M has an extra analog stick, it's slightly thicker, and they've also added grips on the back, whereas the Bittboy Pocket Go 2 hasn't. But this feels much more streamlined, and it just looks incredibly sleek. I'm digging this, and this is 100% going in my collection. I feel like handhelds that are bringing out metal variants are selling so much more. The metal variant just feels so much more polished. Let's jump into, a quick Crash Team Racing game for you so you can see the PlayStation 1 performance for those of you that are new to the Bittboy Pocket Go. Usually, especially with my last Bittboy Pocket Go 2, straight out of the box, the screen wasn't on right, there was a couple of problems, I had to fix it. But this out of the box, no problems at all. USB-C on top, headphone jack in the middle, is that new? That's been moved. I know they've added a reset button, which they didn't originally. 2 SD card slots, one's for your software and already preloaded games, and then the other is for your ROMs that you want to install. I'm really liking this, and the one thing I like, and they do it with the metal versions, is that they get rid of all the text. The A, B, X, Y, the start select, they get rid of it. It looks so much more streamlined, so much more minimalist, and I'm really, really digging it. Plus, the Pocket Go logo has been updated into a black border, which I like. Just so much better in my opinion. Well impressed. All right, let's jump into some gameplay. Oh yes, got that boost straight off the line. I forgot how to throw this. How do I throw this again? There you go. And for those of you that want to know, the screen's great, it's very, very bright, saturated. I just love the Bittboy Pocket Go 2. Like that and the RG350M. Just great handhelds out of China. And I can't wait for Bittboy to come out with something new. Perhaps they'll want to make the old handheld metal. That would be pretty cool. I've already noticed something right. Oh no. Oh, I just absolutely smashed there. So again, it was in the old Bittboy Pocket Go 2 review. The speaker is right under my thumb. So if I push down slightly, don't know if you can hear this, it's blocking out the sound. Very poor speaker placement. I would have liked it on the bottom or on the back. I just love the Bittboy Pocket Go. So close to being perfect as well. Why not add another analog stick, Put the start select buttons on the bottom. Why not? I keep hitting those things. That's not good. It's just so slim. It's sleek. You can look on the back. You got the battery cover on the plastic one. It's just so much. They've even got black shoulder buttons now from the grey. They've actually put quite a bit of effort into this and changed a fair bit around, to be honest. I'm digging it. It is slightly more expensive than the plastic Bittboy Pocket Go 2, but if you're fans of the plastic one, I definitely think it's worth an upgrade. It's just a well-polished handheld. And the thing with the Pocket Go, I feel like it's so much more in terms of marketing, how it looks. It's much more Western compared to the RG350M. And I think a lot of people like it because it seems like an easier handheld to buy and pick up and play, which it completely is, in my opinion. So there you have it, guys. A little look at the Metal Bittboy Pocket Go 2. Just look at that there. I said this in our review, if you chucked a Nintendo logo on this thing, people would believe that Nintendo made it. The quality's great. Admittedly, the speaker location is a bit poor. The analog stick could do with a grip, and the shoulder button is a little bit loose, but you know, apart from that, it's a near perfect handheld. Not the most powerful on the block, but 100% can play everything up to PlayStation 1 perfectly. And it's somewhat cheap, especially the plastic one, you know? So there you have it, a quick look at the Metal Bittboy Pocket Go 2. I recommend picking it up if you're a fan of Bittboy and their handhelds, because this is just well polished. I'm liking it, and it's definitely going next to my RG350M and all of my Game Boys. So there you have it, a quick update. Make sure to subscribe because I have a new handheld in that's just came out of China. This one here is called the Q400. It's a beast, looks very Nintendo Switchy, and apparently it can emulate N64 and Dreamcast games. So I'll let you know about that in the next video after this one. So subscribe, you'll see that. See you in the next one. Peace.